Maybe someone sent you a fruit basket.
Yeah, and then they wrote the word bitch on a banana in an empowering way. Like, bitch. Okay, it's on.
Samantha.
A black woman speaks truth and society loses its mind.
You don't believe that people should hear a progressive message about race from a white person.
That's not why you're doing this. You're just doing it to get back at me.
Hey. I was gonna meet,
I'm not a white nationalist.
You want a cookie or something? Baldwin said to be a Negro and relatively conscious is to be in a rage almost all the time.
Damn, Alec Baldwin was a genius.
Oh, hell.
Isn't this campus polarized enough? Somebody's got to keep the peace.
this is Winchester. We gotta do better.
Is this a movement or a primal scream?
Both.
We can't even get through a discussion without it devolving into a Maury Povich DNA reveal.
I know that look.
There is this guy.
Is this a relationship or still just a penetration ship?
Hey, girl. Wow. Wow. You gonna get that?
The African American.
The White Whisperer.
Che Guevara at Fashion Week. What? The black guy in a white sitcom.
The mean gay dude who's all get it, girl. Sorry, not sorry.
The filmmaker behind Am I Racist?
Agatha Shifty.
The cat lady with no cats.
Kirkland's Signature. And Coulter.
Peace.
I'ma hit you back in a minute.
That back and forth was so good, I felt like Shonda Rhimes wrote us.
I was thinking that the whole time, but I didn't think I could say it.
The time, so 3 is the time. I'll speak in broad strokes. 3 is a time traveling movie.
Right. Say what?
It goes back.
I'm not going to sleep. Why are you about to break Men in Black 3? Stop breaking Men in Black 3.
Does it still, when you go back and watch the third movie and then go back and watch the first movie, does it?
No, it doesn't sync up at all.
No time travel syncs up when you think too hard about it.
No, okay.
None of it.
That's true, but that third movie is like you can definitely tell some niggas make third movies for the catch up with one, and some niggas make third movies and it's like
with that in mind.
Yeah, it's like, all right, dog, we gotta make it link a little bit to the first one because the first one was nowhere where we was gonna go with.
But what's funny is they didn't have to make it link.
They didn't.
No,
they didn't have to.
They didn't.
They didn't have to end it like they ended it.
They didn't have to make it link. Like that was almost a forced link.
It kind of is now.
But,
Even now thinking about it, I was like, dog, this movie could have lived without that. He could have back in time.
Yeah.
Because the fact that how they made on the first one is so perfect.
But I still like it more than 2.
It hit you. I don't know. It's like that first time though. It hit you so genuine and like the emotional. It's genuine.
That's
and
another
it's
thing
like,
too. We
when you go back and you break the ceiling on, it's like, yeah, but that still kind of hurt.
And then the first one
still kind of hurt.
But the first one also seemed like genuine to go to the third one of how he found him, because like he was just too adamant about him. I'm like, yeah, dog. Right. He did chase down this fucking alien.
Like, you can make an argument though. Yeah, that's the thing though. It like broadly though, does it connect? Not really, but you could really make an argument if you wanted to. Yeah, you could do it.
I stand by no time travel stories. If you think too hard about them, will make sense.
The only one that makes
sense
why they're
is
the hardest. Back to the Future.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They got some
shit
that break that
they
shit
don't.
down.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
The only thing they keep consistent is that Marty and
I can pull up. I can't remember it right now. I can pull up some articles for you though, dog. Niggas been broken my Back to the Future. Like that's why I'm saying. Because my nigga, I went on a freaking like a trip one day to see because somebody said that in the interview, and I said nah. So then I started looking up shit. None. You will not find a time travel story that doesn't have a plot hole. You will not. That's why most people, like a lot of people, like to stay away from them because they're almost impossible to do.
Yeah, it'll fuck up some shit.
If you want to get scrutinized, because some do it better though. Like some will do it like really really well, but none of them are absent to plot hole. I was like, oh.
Dog, fucking Back to the Future. The only thing that's consistent about it is that Marty is gonna fight your boy Bud. Like no matter what time.
How did she not realize that her son looks just like the nigga she almost fucked?
That's one.
That one right there is obvious as hell.
That's one.
Exactly. Like you. So that means you're attracted to your son because you was really about to fuck this dude.
I was just kind of like, you know, people's memories are bad.
Nah, that was your crush right before. No.
How many years?
No, it's a few things bad about
Who forgets their ex right before the person they married?
He wasn't the first Johnson she was chasing.
But that was the last nigga she was fucking with before she got with the nigga she was gonna spend the rest of her life with. She ain't gonna forget that. Her son looks exactly, talks exactly, acts exactly. She gonna wonder if she fucked him at some point. Then she named him the same thing. Marty, you gonna name him after the dude that was not?
If you wanna talk poking holes, dog, when the nigga said when your kid sets the thing on fire and it wound up being your kid that you named Marty, who's also named the Marty of the nigga that you know, then like there's 1,000 holes in the book.
Kid. Yeah,
but the thing that's always consistent is that there's always a Marty of his time that's an asshole, and there's always a Bud of his time, whether it's in the future or it's in the
not Bud.
What's his name?
Biff.
There's always a Biff. There's always a fucking Biff. And there's always a fucking Doc Brown everywhere. Even if there's an old Doc Brown that went to the past, like in the West End.
I'm one of those odd people that like part 3 more than part 2.
No, I will not watch part 3.
I like part 3 more than part 2. I don't know why.
Part 3 has no fucking no. Like, it has no real. You don't even need part 3.
Like it was cartoonish.
Screw it. So yeah, man. We have returned. Man, for reviewing them Dere White People. We on episode 6?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Episode 6. Yeah, we've been gone for a while, man, because I've been out of town and such. You're going to hear about what went down out of town. Not on this, but you got to check the main show. You hear me? So, this is that actor guy, Marty Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it out or you ain't going to find me. And I'm here with the crew, the reviewing that crew. What's Am?
What's up? Hi. Are we introducing ourselves?
That's what I just did.
Okay.
I mean, that would make all the sense.
Hi guys, it's J.Steel. What's up, y'all? I'm pretty awesome. I have an Instagram. It's IamJSteel_. I also have a really cool food blog at FatGirlNola. I also make films and whatnot, so go like Vray Films on Facebook. What's poppin'?
It's also your favorite host here, Marty. MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com, where I co-host the show there with the Arrogant Observer called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check it out. Appreciate ya.
Whoa, Passe One. It's your boy, Alpha Joe, fresh out of the combo, still deep in the roux. And I'm flying in from 1/3 of the FlyWithBats Podcast, and I'm chilling with the
main show.
With the main show, and I'm rolling with the reviewing that podcast right now, which is all FlyWithBats. But you know, FlyWithBats is like an umbrella. There's so many things that go under it. There's fucking comic book shit. There's Dere White People shit. What's next? What's coming up next? I feel like something else coming up that's gonna be reviewed.
I mean, we already said we're gonna be reviewing Atlanta. We're gonna be reviewing that True Blood. We're gonna be reviewing. We got a lot of reviewing shit coming up. We just did Infinity War review. We just did a Deadpool review. What I was about to say, I'm looking for my fucking phone right now and I can't find it. But
that nigga, boy.
But yeah, so last time on the reviewing that, what we did last? Deadpool, right?
Deadpool last time.
So
do you want to jump into do we want to do the
So on reviewing I'm about to say last time we reviewed that Deadpool, you heard me, I laid down my story and what happened. You feel me? With me getting out late and shit. And the reason why I had to see it the second time, like I saw the first time with J.Steel, the second time with Alpha Joe, and like, you know what I'm saying? You know, first and foremost, we gonna hear what your story was on Deadpool too.
So tell us about the evening.
About how much?
About the story, how it went down. You feel me? Because I told him, you heard me? I gave him a rundown. Like, man, J.Steel made me late, so we had to stay in the front. But it wasn't just her.
The thing is, no, for real, I was pissed as fuck because I got stuck in traffic, and I don't know, it was just like a bad time. I think the movie was at like 7. And I had to like take care of a bunch of stuff, but I was moving fast. I was like, we gonna get this shit done. And I completely, like I remember that was the first night it came out, but I was like, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna get there 30 minutes early. It's gonna be good. Traffic said,
probably expecting a line and everything at the movie theater as well, huh? Like, you know, it's gonna be a line.
We got all our tickets.
We got our tickets, but we were fucked because it's like we were so close to the screen. I hate sitting in front of the screen, even though I'm like short as fuck. Like, it's uncomfortable. And then we get there, we sitting. I can tell he aggravated, so I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, he's so pissed. I can't even fucking enjoy it as I watch this because he's mad, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's what happened. I got stuck in really horrible traffic, and I was actually pissed as fuck because I was like, bruh, I literally almost got in like 2 accidents trying to speed and rush.
Like I said in the last story,
it's crazy.
She gave a damn about my feelings for all of 10 minutes. Because 10 to 15 minutes later, I heard
internalized it.
cackling,
I started thinking,
joked out.
I was like, we're here to watch this really awesome movie. He's mad, but I'm not gonna contribute anymore, you know.
Right.
We're already pissed.
Let's move past this into some joy.
Just watch this shit. And it was really funny. Like, I organically was just like, I can't help but laugh at this fucking movie because it was so crazy. It was really good. I enjoyed it. But I do need to see it again because of our fucked up seating situation. There were little things I feel like I missed. So, yeah.
Man, you know how they tell you not to sit too close to the TV or hurt your eyes.
It's
they
the
right in
same
front
thing.
of them, but the movie
And then you have to strain your neck. Like, yeah.
That was my first.
Because you only seen a fraction of the character. You seen like their collarbones and shit from the angle.
I didn't say all that.
like you right there under Deadpool's junk. It's like boom. That's all I can see is his leg.
I've only
dick.
I've only seen one movie like that.
The
and it
Pool.
was The Wild Wild West.
Really? That's okay. That's
yeah,
okay.
that was fine. Yeah,
a
that's
bad
it was
movie.
fine. Yeah, it's okay. You forgive it.
Oh,
That's okay.
shut up.
All right.
But yeah.
So who else?
Oh,
Nah, I was about to say, like, Seth, I mean, we talked about both of you on that review. So how you felt about Deadpool 2?
Shit, bruh. I swear to God, I laughed all through the entire movie.
It was so funny.
It was ridiculously funny.
I liked the second one better than the first one.
Wait.
I forgot you was there. Lamar was there. Bro, because the thing is, it was stupidly funny. Like every time, like, the baby legs and shit.
It was so
just,
funny.
And him talking to the
funny.
screen.
You said you liked the first one more than the second one. The second one more than the first.
Yeah, because my sense of humor is very childish, and I appreciated the first one how it was like a fluid story, but this one was just fucking like. It was just so out of the box and crazy. I was like, this is amazing. I loved it. I really loved it.
I'm going to have to like the second one more only because the second one had to be better than the first one. Like, the first one was so good. If the second one didn't live up to it or be better, it was going to be disappointing because the first one had set its heights. So it's like, I still love the first one for being that foundation, but the second one just had all that, especially the ending.
It just
the ending
went
when he
there.
offed off a bunch of themselves.
Yes, it was so funny.
I stand by, like we were talking about on the review, like, technically, Part 1 is a better film as a movie.
It
linear.
is.
It's like if you want to show somebody that's not even into comic book movies a movie, they'll take it in and like it and be cool. But the second one's just so much damn more fun. Like it's like there's so much going on. It's like the first one set up the world, but in the second we got more action. And the second one we got these funny characters and situations. It's like
honestly, I think you had more laughter and fun on the second one, and a lot more gruesome deaths on the first one.
Nah, they got a lot of gruesome deaths on the
I don't
first
know,
But like they were
second
funny
one's
though.
pretty
They were funny
violent.
gruesome deaths.
They was
like,
funny on the first one. Like that's
some of that shit was
humor.
doing funny. He was just cutting them to death. Like I was like, okay, slice his balls off.
Oh,
niggas like and then that huge
talking
opening
about the first one or
montage.
the
I'm about to say the whole montage of the second one is a lot of niggas getting cut the fuck up.
Yeah, but it's so funny.
It's funny to you because you used to the
Yeah,
world
I guess
because
so.
of part 2.
Yeah.
But like if part 2 came out before part 1, you'd be looking like that whole opening first scene, like oh shit. Like nigga, like especially when he had them oh man, it was like after the second fight, like after he off all them people in that restaurant, it's like these 3 or 4 Asian cats coming at him right before he had Coach Kevin lying in that scene when he was slicing them up and they were really getting cut up into all pieces. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah,
he went in. I think one of my favorite scenes was right after he blew himself up and oh god, what's his name? I'm losing his name right now. Big silver dude. Colossus. When Colossus saved him and then he goes back to the house or whatever with all the other X-Men and he's like trying on Cerebro. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, Cerebro. Yeah.
Cerebro and doing all that shit and they having that back and forth. That was really funny.
Bruh,
I like that
him
too.
when he turned around with the Cerebro head in that wheelchair, I was like,
yeah. And then he's riding around in Professor X's chair, like that whole little moment.
oh, like when the X-Men were there, but they had closed the door.
That
was the
oh my god! But wait, my favorite part of this movie was the credits where he killed the fucked up Deadpool and the Wolverine. Yes,
Origins.
I was like, oh my god,
yeah,
that was hilarious.
I thought it was funny because like if they I wonder if they digitally just added him in and shot him, or did Hugh Jackman like
he didn't.
Hugh Jackman.
That looked like the scene
No,
from the actual
that's
movie.
the actual footage. That's the raw footage
like
though.
the
That's the raw footage
And
from
he just
like
added-
Fox gave them that footage to do whatever. They was in on the joke. They said whatever y'all want to do.
I
here.
loved that was
so
beautiful.
Fox actually was cool
I
with
loved
it.
it.
I thought that'd be funny if your ball would have been on the joke, like if he really came to in the movie.
Oh, to come back and reshoot some shit.
But Hugh Jackman still be having, I believe, to sign off on that shit. So he be knowing what's going on.
Of
So
course, man. Like he be having that real name in there sometimes.
yeah,
like,
exactly. And he finds it funny too. So
Yeah.
that's all gravy.
But you remember when I was saying in the review that the guy who did John Wick 2 is directing Deadpool 2, so I'm like, oh man, this shit should be on John Wick 2 level. But what I discovered is that the directors of John Wick were the guy who directed John Wick 2 and the guy who directed Deadpool 2. So the expectations I was putting on Deadpool to be John Wick 2 wasn't by that director. Like they had basically split the team up, and that was like a whole different guy sort of behind the vision. So I was sort of transplanting all that onto it, and
so it had nobody from John Wick in it.
John Wick 2.
John Wick 2 in
John
it.
Wick 2. Yeah.
So there's someone from John Wick 1 in it.
Yeah.
The
It was
director.
a joint. Yeah, it was 2 directors for John Wick 2.
Because that was part of your gripe of that freaking movie. Like, but I wanted my John Wick 2 shit.
I'm not. I heard. I didn't see John Wick 1 or 2. But
Me either. It's okay. It's not okay. It's really
not okay. But I know not to fuck with the dog.
Yeah.
Out of all things, I know not to fuck with the dog.
See, I didn't even know that though.
But
you don't want to mess with the dog.
I'm just not gonna.
I tried to watch it recently, but I fell asleep. Not because it was bad, but because I was high. So 2, because I said you're always talking about, because you know I can't do usually sequels before the originals. That's really against what my soul and inner body.
It's the wrong way to go.
It just feels bad. But you was talking so much Cash Money shit about John Wick 2 that I said, let me turn this on. So I got up. I only saw the opening. I saw how he whooped all that ass. He killed all the people. I saw him get his car back.
It's not your fault. Yeah, see.
I saw him get his car back. Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep. I do.
That's what I went up to.
What I tell you is, so it starts on action because it starts right where the last one left off, literally like minutes after.
So I don't know what's going on anymore.
So you don't know yet. So basically, he's getting his car back. That's kind of he was in the process of doing at the end of the last movie, right? Or he was riding off into the sunset to do so. Mm-hmm. So he goes and gets his car back. Then there's a big long pause because somebody comes back into his life and is like, I need you to do this mission. There's a whole rim and ram about that, and they get into that. I don't want to get into that stuff. I don't want to spoil that for you. But anyway, once he gets into the mission, it's nonstop action from there. But there's a whole line of talking, like 20 to 30 minutes of it. And it's like, you got to kind of sit through that in order to get to the nonstop action. So it's like, you probably fell asleep right in the midst of that at some point. So,
all I know is my nigga got his car back, dog. Yeah. And I was like, okay.
All right, I see where this is gonna be going.
But it was a lot of action, even in that, and even in that.
I know, yeah, but oh man,
I can't name too many Keanu Reeves films that don't have too much action.
This one.
Wait, most of his movies, he's like it's a mix.
Action.
Yeah, I get more action than anything else.
I can't wait to see that Bill and Ted 3 that's coming.
Oh my god, yeah.
I ain't seen Bill and Ted 1.
I've seen all of them.
It's official apparently. They're both in with it. Yeah, they're both in on it.
I know it's one of his iconic.
So it's gonna be some funny shit.
That's one that put him on was Ted, and then The Matrix.
Man, okay, I felt like we had an email and I can't find it right now, so email it. I'm gonna find you at some point, but we got to get into reviewing this episode, man. So chapter 6, Dear White People, Volume 2. This is the one where we finally get to find out who Alt Ivy is, right?
That's my god, yes.
Yeah. And it's so funny when you watch it back on the level of when you know. Oh, this was
like
him.
So many
the whole
little
time.
hints and clues where it makes sense now.
When I found out, I went and started back from 1 again, just to get clued up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it's cool shit. I'm gonna start it right here. So if you're listening to us, man, we about to start it right now. At this point, we took such a break, bro. Y'all, man, I know y'all done cleared Dear White People, and you know I haven't watched the last episode yet.
Oh, someone else did?
I haven't either.
Huh?
Have
you watched it?
No, I haven't.
See, Joe already cleared it. He already told me he cleared it.
No, I haven't cleared it yet. I kind of stopped.
All right.
I was like, what I wanted to do is go back and watch it as we're reviewing it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have because last week I didn't watch them beforehand and I felt like I didn't have a lot to say. So I wanted to, be able to speak to it a little bit better. So I figured it'd be better if I just
watch
the show.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, no, I'm serious. I didn't watch the last one yet.
Okay. I thought y'all were fucking with me last time.
I gotta confess, I had a moment where like I went back and watched all of them, and it was getting kind of late and I was tired. I didn't watch it, but I came close to watching it.
I feel like
it was
just
like
the first 3 minutes.
It was sitting right there in my face, and
like
the little loading sign was up there, and I had to make a decision.
Before I knew it was 15 minutes into the movie,
and I was like, this is really hard. Like,
how far into it did you get before you
I
said
just saw
stop?
the title screen, and I was like, Jesus. And I hit stop, and it went away. Nothing happened.
Well, I watched it all because I didn't know y'all was doing it like episode then podcast. I thought I was gonna watch it all and then do episode podcast.
Oh, so you saw the last one?
I saw all of them. I went binge watched it.
Have y'all seen 9 yet?
What?
Yes.
9, yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen 9.
I just haven't seen the last one.
9 is
watch 9. But we're not here to talk about 9. We're talking about episode 6. The breakdown is Lionel puts his fledgling romance in jeopardy as he teams up with Brooke to hunt down Alt Ivy W's true identity. And let me ask you this. Did y'all think it was going to be him? Now, I would say, I get to say it on this episode.
Yeah.
I called it. I said he wasn't going to be white.
I know you did say that.
From the jump, I said he's not going to be white. Mr. Calder's still getting it in.
Called it once
you hear
again.
me? And I still didn't think it was going to be him. I mean, I can say I didn't think it was him. I didn't think of it being him until there's a point in this episode, I believe, where I thought, oh, it's probably this nigga. And it was when Lionel again tried to sell him that story, and he shot it down again. When he shot it down that last time, I said, it's this motherfucker. Because he has no real rhyme and reason to keep shooting him down. Like, he being slick, but something about those actions, but it was only in this episode. Like, no episode prior did I catch it. But now when you watch it, even the messages sounds like this the way this guy talks. It's so funny to go back.
I love when they do those flashbacks of like things that happened like before to let you be like, see, he was saying all this shit right here, foreshadowing the whole time.
Not even that. Like, I mean, just technically just watching it back when just some of his messages all Ivy's messages are in, like that
sound like him.
Like later on, we were talking about them when we watched it back. Later on when they tried to get, we're gonna get through the whole episode. Reggie to do the hacking, and the nigga said cute, but that cute. I was like, oh, cute. Like all Ivy said cute, but I already rerouted my blah 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 blah. And since when you watch it, knowing who it is, it's like.
Yeah, like you hear his tone when you hear like oh this tone, this has all you all over.
And you could go back to the first time now and catch and see it's in his voice.
Bro, you can catch that a few times, dog, when you watch this episode and go back into all the episodes. You be like, wait a minute, from jump. But I will say this, I kind of stopped feeling it when it was like clapbacks, because the thing is when he said, "Hey Samantha, Rachel Dolezal want her wig back," I was like, that's shade. But
he always did that.
Yeah.
That was his character.
No, but the thing is, like before, like Ivy was saying a lot of racist shit, but then like it went from monkey to this and the third to shading, and I was like, shading. Y'all been talking about shading a lot of these episodes.
Yeah.
Everything's about shading, and he's a shady motherfucker. So I don't know something about it. I didn't know who it was. It was him. I just thought in my mind, it's probably somebody who was super problematic, probably like gay and a whole bunch of other shit. But I didn't never think it was him. I just thought it was somebody that problematic that had to have all them layers. I'm like, I think this somebody's gay.
And it's
probably
funny.
even black. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because if you go back and look, like his personality fits the personality of Ivy, but for some reason, I guess since he was I just always thought it was gonna be somebody random.
They played it well. But it was well played.
I take it back even before that to go into season 1 with it. When they're talking about how he would need to protect the Hancocks and how he was such a big thing about it, and then you go into the story about how they go back into such and such Hancock was a reporter for this and that, and then I'm like, oh, no, he was a big person behind his reporter, the Independent, that's your thing. And it's always been a young Republican thing, because the guys are
but he never said that necessarily.
He
that
didn't,
he was
but the
Republican.
thing is when you go back to the first one of like, wait a minute, the Independent was really a Republican point of view of a place, even though it was the Independent. And when you lost that, it's like, dog.
I need to ask you right now, you spoiling anything? Because it's weird to know. Because one thing I keep hearing about episode 10 is that it ties up every little thing.
So
I want to be clear that you're using previous to 6 stuff. All right. Because I don't want to feel like...
The thing that happens at 10... It'll put your mind together, but it's gonna put it together
a different way.
Every way. This right here is put
because that's the
one
one thing everybody I talk to says that scene 10 it ties it up from everywhere.
No, but
ties it up.
This point,
it's all tied.
At this point, you see all Ivy, which is basically a conservative Republican group, and it has the picture of
See, you just said some shit, my nigga. No, stop.
I'm tuning him out.
Yeah, you accidentally just said something.
Really
I don't want to repeat
I didn't
it.
even hear it. Okay, so
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat it right now.
But it's on this episode.
I really didn't
No. There's specific words you said. I don't want to spoil them. I'll tell you later what I'm talking about. You feel me? But it was a sleight of hand Freudian thing. I don't think you realized what you just said. You feel me?
Yo.
Y'all didn't hear it.
Come in your ears, child.
Y'all didn't hear it.
Do as I say, not as you hear.
How about them Cavaliers?
If somebody listening right now is going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like, oh, bitch,
They're going to be like, oh, you're right. But let's get with the episode, man. Let's start this thing here, man. So
he pressed play, by the way.
Yeah, if you rolling with us,
You did that.
I did exactly.
I love the voice of the person who narrates this.
Giancarlo Esposito. God. Gian motherfucking Carl. It's Gus, bitch.
Yeah.
Gus. That's why you like the voice.
Rocks, man.
I'll tell you later about that too.
So the episode started with we getting a breakdown about how Lionel always been obsessed with secret organizations and societies and all that. And he started to notice all the symbols all around. And oftentimes, bro, like if I'm at a white institution already, I'm already be thinking some symbols got some shit behind it off the dump.
Everywhere you look, racist.
Right.
Racist.
He said all of them racist. And then we get to I love how they do these.
They do the
they go into historical.
Flashbacks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That talk about the founding of the school and how different organizations were started.
And Landis was a big deal, apparently, dog. They keep going back to him and how he's the one who established, the connection to the times and all the other, situations because he was so great or whatnot. And then they get into the black guy that was there, right?
Oh
no, it comes later. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Troy's episode. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I went to Troy's episode. That's next.
This is your boy that starts the
expose.
He starts the Independent. The Independent.
That's the same, and he has it, and there's the same thing as All Ivy.
He has the same eye symbol.
The symbol, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Lionel's all in. He has his whole Batman board.
Closet, right? He has his whole vision investigative journalist.
They try to figure out who it is.
I like how the white boy, I don't like to call his name, the one that Sam was dating.
Whack ass Gabe.
Gabe. Gabe. He said Wesley.
Wesley. We can call him Wesley, but Wesley is
no, we're talking about Gabe.
Little Wesley.
Like,
now I love how this setup was, but what you saying, Joe? Before we get into it,
I was like the fact that Lionel had Gabe on the board. I was like, yeah, I think he's a suspect too.
I thought it was a chance that it could be Gabe too.
I always felt that was too easy though.
It was easy, but it's like you a bitch ass nigga.
But I'm glad I get you saying. I get you saying he suspected this motherfucker. And
right. I'm glad you suspected this. Don't think he's a nice white guy, Lionel.
Right.
Keep that nigga in your pockets.
Right. But I felt like Gabe would have been too easy for him to go with that one. Because he could have been like trolling us. But I like this setup with Wesley and Lionel.
Yeah.
I did not know Wesley was that short.
Oh, he's little.
He's so tiny.
He's so
He looks like a little creature. He has this little tiny skinny body in his jaw. When I saw the scene, like the second time, I was like, oh my god, he's so freakishly little. No offense.
And I love that they had. Man, he
didn't even notice until you.
Dog. He couldn't save, but he couldn't be a top to save his life. But
he could be a top, but his head is so big too.
Itty bitty body. Sorry.
And I love the misdirect of you see them walking together, but you find out they're really texting each other. That was fire. Perfect. And because they explained how they were talking, the LOLs, the OMGs, the IV.
Yeah.
Like it was really well played. I've never seen anyone flip the text message angle like that.
Because without the text message, I
and
could
romantic.
have right there.
Right.
What'd you say?
I said without the text messages, I could have thought that was like they were actually talking like that, like
yeah.
And it's funny is that some of the things they didn't even say were like that was written
all
in the text
things.
messages. It's like
TTYL,
like TTYL, the caption, like right here, rejected Spider-Man taglines. Like he
yes.
said them,
yeah, he said
but
it.
he didn't. But it's what they were thinking.
And it's funny to hear it out loud because you usually don't. Because that was the odd thing about that whole scene too. Was like, wait, this y'all dialogue with each other seem funny, but you would kind of accept it off the level of they're nerds, so they might run
really
it like this.
that.
You know what I mean?
And also Lionel is really trying to come into some world, this gay world, so he kind of be awkward with some of his gay slang, like when he was like slay girl queens.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even gonna stop there, dog. I think just generally speaking, Lionel be trying to find himself and trying to find his comfort zone. So even if it wasn't a gay thing, just a him person to person, Lionel often has a
awkwardness and
you know, it's his brand.
It is.
He plays his character so well, but going back to the movie, which your boy played this character, Lionel.
I mean, it was just different.
It's kind of the same because they both play that narrative, but he just does it so well. Even in like when he was in the movie Burning Sands, he had the same kind of character of just like, oh, you got that. Because in reality, this nigga's swole as fuck.
Yeah, we find out later in this episode how big and muscular this guy is.
I found out before that because DC Instagrammed the man.
Oh wow. now, what I was about to say, my brain went two places.
Everything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know. So they used to make up the coverage because I was wondering what other characters does he play? Does he usually play nerd? Because with a body like this, I don't think he even usually plays nerd.
He played nerd in Burning Sands.
So he usually plays nerd. He's just his brand is swole nerd. Then
I saw him play a very small role in Roman J. Israel.
Oh, I never saw that, but I heard Denzel killed it. But what about it?
Yeah, he played like so. You can kind of see him in the trailers because Denzel is in the trailers. Like Denzel's like, yo. Do you know anything interesting or any information that Denzel kind of gives him that devilish look like? You know, because he's in jail talking to him or whatever. But like he has like 2 or 3 scenes basically, and that's the whole crux of the whole movie. Really, their relationship.
What's the character type though? Because we got 2 nerds.
Boy, I guess.
What he was a hood nigga.
Yeah, like
okay.
And he had.
I
like,
have to see this.
Right,
now.
he had some information about some stuff that he told to Denzel's character, and then that kind of plays out. You know,
I have to see that because I'm trying to because I was like because he has nerdy guy face type.
When I saw the tattoo, I was like, wait a minute.
You know, Matt, you saying hood nigga, and I'm very curious to see him play hood nigga.
Right.
Dog, when I saw the tattoo,
I didn't recognize him.
You didn't. That's beautiful.
Oh, no. I leaned over to Arrogant Observer and said, "Where do I know this nigga from?" And he said, "Dear White People."
Oh.
That's Lionel. I'm like,
oh
shit! It is that is that nigga.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
And what episode is it that L-Dub won't come on?
Which one?
L-Dub said he wants to come on a specific episode.
That's what I was realizing today. Actually, he wanted to come on for the next one.
7.
For Troy. For Troy.
That's episode 7. That's the next one we're about to do.
Yeah.
What this motherfucker doing right now? He has time to get here because we're gonna cover. We're supposed to record 7 tonight.
Yeah.
So he has time to get here if he's available. You feel me? But anyway, as we get back into this, while Marty see if he can get his Your30 potting in this motherfucker. Lionel links up with what's his name? Silvio. Oh, I love when Troy be like, your boy, man.
You know, your boy, wait, how he said the one that's like, oh no, girl, take your shirt on and leave your shirt off, girl. I love that.
He went, that
nigga.
Oh no, girl. That voice so perfect always.
I'm always gonna take him as that whenever I see him. That nigga.
I like when that boy had an episode and you could tell the theater nigga because your boy was yelling. He's like, Silvio. He was like, why you giving me back a house right now?
Bruh.
I was like, bro, that's really a theater nigga for real.
Yep.
Just yelling this man's name out
Back
like
a
that.
So they link up and we see this cool ass James Joyce quote: "Secret, silent, stony sit in the dark palaces, both our hearts. Secrets weary of their tyranny, tyrants willing to be dethroned." And it's just funny that after he just met up with Silvio, he runs into this thing that talks about secrets. It's foreshadowing. You hear me? This plaque talking about secrets and the tyrants and tyranny and all that.
So this is so foreshadowing.
Dude,
it's like spot on foreshadowing.
Right on. Especially when you watch it again, it's like, well,
I was like, what?
You were trying to tell us something, weren't you?
Like if I went, like the critic mind, when you first watch it, be like, you definitely trying to tell me something. The regular watcher mind, second time watching, be like, oh yeah, you're definitely saying what. You just put it in our face like something's going down with a secret.
Right, straight up. And Silvio's involved.
Yeah. Ooh, foreshadowing.
You hear me? So as they rolling through, because they head into Lionel's room so Lionel can show Silvio, I guess, the office. They see this scene with Sam and the bananas with bitch on it. And even though this is such a fucked up scene, man, old girl makes it so funny.
Kelsey. Oh my God, I love Kelsey.
Some kind of little juice.
Yeah.
She said, oh, you know, they say, well, maybe what did Lionel say? Well, maybe they gave you a fruit basket.
Without any other fruit or the cellophane. And then Kelsey's like, well, maybe they were trying to give, I think she said something about giving you the fruit and then writing bitch on a man.
An empowering bitch.
Like, bitch.
You know, like an empowering bitch.
Right.
So that shit was hilarious, dog. And once again, they bring up Alt Ivy. And every time when you watch it back, who might have done this when you watch it back, they turn to Silvio. And it's just so funny to see it. Like,
and to see him just standing there looking at her, it's like, damn, nigga, you kind of fucked up.
Right, because you put the bananas on the goddamn door.
And just that he's, you know.
I don't think he put the bananas on the door. I think his thing that sparked the outrage for that shit to happen. But I don't think he put the bananas on the door. I'm not saying that it's not that he did. He possibly have, but I'm also thinking in my mind the other half saying he possibly didn't. But the shit that Alt Ivy has sparked up on the campus, someone has done this.
Right. I entirely think that could be possible, but I still don't know if you spoiling us or not.
No.
As I squint my eyes and stare at you from across the couch, like, is there something you don't know?
No.
Is there something I don't know?
No. I'm not spoiling anything.
You know too much.
So they come in the room and, like, you know, Lionel set up a new independent, which could start outside of his room, and Silvio's, you know, shitting on him as usual. You know, that's what goes on. And
so you see those expo markers. Something about expo markers, I like to smell them too.
They do sound really good.
Okay, I guess you guys all like getting high. Do you think Lionel should have told him about what he's peeking at? That because he's looking at his board of suspects for Alt Ivy and, you know, about the secret societies as well. What do you think would have happened if you would have brought that up to Silvio?
Silvio would have got smarter. That's all.
Yeah, and I think he would have, like he did at the very end, deflected him. And just been like, oh, that's silly. Why are you wasting your time doing that? So something like that.
Do you think Silvio is in on any of these secret society situations, people that have not seen the last episode?
No.
I have no I think he knows something. I think there's a connection there. Absolutely.
You think Ivy is one person? You think he's connected to Silvio? You think, you know?
I think that he's tapped into the secret society some kind of way. Yeah, I don't think it's coincidental.
All right. Yeah, this is not spoiling anything.
I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, it's not spoiling anything.
We're gonna pull it.
So scared.
Don't trust them.
I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with the future. This has everything to do in this episode.
Okay.
The only thing about this episode, because I tell you right now, they don't answer that. If Silvio, I'll tell you, they don't answer that. You can get that out your mind.
That's a spoiler though. You just ended an expectation.
Damn you,
See, y'all heard it. He just told us something that is definite.
I do something that sometimes best do to let you know, dog. This thing, like, you just let it go. Let it go.
Man, that hurts, man.
Because the thing is, I still don't understand if Silvio's a part of a secret society or not. That's what the thing is. Like, I'm just thinking from this episode, they alluded to it because they always go back to the independent being started from the Hancocks.
Yeah,
that's a very alpha thing of you to do, Joe.
But the thing is, I never got my answer to that. I don't know if Silvio is part of a secret society or not.
Okay. Okay, well, fuck. The last,
So it's still
hey, ladies and gentlemen, the last 3 to 4 minutes of your lives you can have no reason to remember it. Like
The
we just wasted it.
beat us, though. They're like, we're not waiting on you niggas.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that part. Like, yeah, anyone listening to this is already finished. They're already finished. I kind of said that earlier. Yeah, the entertainment is the fact of our speculating and they knowing y'all niggas wrong. But what's her name that just came in here in the room? Brooke. I love me some Brooke.
I love Brooke, and I love that we really get to see more of her character in this episode because she's actually very interesting and she plays this role so well.
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me of a lady detective in a book. Like the one, like if I had to meet in my mind with the like how they shadowed her with the lighting they always do with her and the close up on her face with the angles. It reminded me of like a weird detective, a British story even, like some like funny shit. I think
that's in costumes because the glasses and the hair pulled back goes along with it. I get what you're saying.
What is that?
If they made her a cartoon character, like you could see it, like a detective.
Oh, like you put her in like a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
You know, as a character, like their evil stepmom or something.
But we're at the part, people who might be watching with us, where once again, this is when I realized that Sylvia may be Alt Ivy is when he shot down once again. Lionel wants to, because if you're really a reporter, if you're a reporter's a detective, you would also want to know the answer to that. Mm-hmm. You are the independent. Yeah. So if somebody's hitting the airwaves, hitting the school that hard, you wouldn't just shoot it down.
But
it might not be your.
It was good though.
He had a cool reason, but it wasn't a reason of. It wasn't a reason that make you go, don't do it at all. It's like, come with a better story, but if you got time, like, I can see him being like, well, do that, but I want something better than this. I want more.
He wasn't super defensive. He really played that off really nicely, and I didn't even catch that it could have been him there.
I did.
I really didn't.
I did just taking the episodes as a whole because Lionel kept bringing this up to this man.
Yeah.
And every time he brings it up, he finds a reason. He never, like as a detective, like that's how I look at reporters. As a reporter, you never even entertain the idea that this man could like investigate this.
That's so good about the writing though, because the way Silvio flowed his sentence, he just turned down everything. If you listen to it, none of the ideas were good.
He did.
So it made it seem like he was just like all this shit is
wasn't
shitty.
Feeling it, right?
And so that would make me off the first time watching like ripping like, okay, yeah,
but
all this shit is shitty. Find something better.
But her idea was not too far off from the Alt Ivy shit. What did Brooke want to talk about? Like I remember because it was kind of suspect that she shot down hers too. I was like, wait, ideas? Oh, it was about the fire. And that made me instantly go like, because I'm already thinking. Of course, we don't know what's coming, but I'm already thinking that the fire has something to do with Alt Ivy. So when he didn't want to look up the Alt Ivy shit, and he shot down the fire, I'm like, all right, son, you shooting down prime shit that people are curious about. What's up with you?
The fire and your Alt Ivy.
I like what your boy said at one of the earlier episodes. He was like, man, if they said we was going to start the fire, I would have started the fire.
Who said that?
The light-skinned dude.
Chris. Yeah. I mean, his name ain't Chris. I call him Chris because he remind me of my nigga Chris Rob. Al.
No, that shit was so funny. That boy was like, if they said we was going to start the fire, I would have started the fire.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and Joel was like, right.
If we was going to start a fire, anyway, would have been at the fucking coon party.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, why would I start at this random house over here so white people could come live with us? We don't even want that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Makes no sense.
And why did they have white people to get there for them to finally get grits?
That's a come on, son. So Silvio leaves and Brooke decides that her and Lionel need to team up.
Yeah, she has this really interesting moment with him where she decides that she wants to get in on the internet troll story. And I think this is the first time we actually see her not being a total bitch to him.
Well, she
make
not
a
total.
confession in this moment when she's like, it used to only just be me, or does that come later?
I think that's later.
Wait, say it again? I didn't hear you.
Where she says it used to just be her before he got there.
I think
black one or something like that.
I think that's later because that's when she opens up to him.
But you know what's funny about this with Lionel is that Lionel keeps a lot of things to the chest, and in this moment he kind of openly tells her what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because she called him out on it.
Well, she was like, this is what I'm gonna do, and he was like, well, this is just this that on third on my own. But it's like a secret about what I'm really doing. Mm-hmm. And that's a moment I was like, damn, Lionel. And the thing is, I feel like in this moment, he trusts her because they're both black. I don't know. And they're like together, like, because I feel like they're the only two black reporters there.
At this moment, I don't think her being black is as much as...
No, and a good reporter. She's a beast reporter.
I ain't even saying her being a reporter. I'm saying I think she's the only one that ever believed him or wants to hear him. Yeah. Right. The Silverman's shooting him down for 5 fucking episodes.
True.
She's saying, I won't rock with it. I'll be helping. Of course, goes to what you just said. She is a good reporter. She would be a good hand. You know what I mean? But I think his first thing is, wait, you believe me?
Right.
You want to do it? Let's do it. You know what I mean? He need a partner.
But she says that, she also makes a good point to sort of get them to move forward in this, that like Silvio did say no, but you know what? When people care, then Silvio will care because he's a fucking whore like that.
A story whore.
It's a story whore, right? Yeah.
And I was like, real.
So it's like, yeah, now we're off to the races.
And so Wesley and Lionel in the crib, and they talking about how we should go about it.
And see, this right here with this shot makes Wesley look like he's not that tall. Like, I mean, not that short than he is.
His big ass head and a little bitty body. He's little, man.
No, but you know what? I feel like when you see that first scene with them walking, that just sets the stage of, oh my
every
God.
Every time after that, he sees a little man, right?
And
the way he moved like he just coasted over there. He does not give a damn what you're saying, Lionel. He want that. He want them lines. He want the draws, dog. He want the draws, dog. I got the draws, dog. I got the draws, dog.
Booty call hours. I put the sock on the door.
Oh my God.
You over here talking.
GTD, Tommy. What does that stand for?
Come on now. You know what how it is.
So they finally trying to get it popping, and Brooke keeps texting
them. Get some, and
them.
Brooke comes cock blocking because they were supposed to meet up. Her and Lionel was supposed to meet up at 8 to start their research on who all Ivy is.
Because Brooke is a punctual lady. Do you see how she dressed?
Right.
You did tell that girl 8 though, Lionel.
She was probably there at 7:45.
She was, because remember she later said she was there before.
Yep.
Earlier. So yeah, that's Brooke. You better respect her boss. I like me some Brooke, man. Give me some more Brooke. That's one thing I will continue to say about this season. We've all been complimenting the fact of they've given smaller characters more shine.
They have, and a lot of these characters, we were saying, if you go back, especially to the first season, I think even to the movie, like
they there.
They use a lot of those characters and flesh them out, and I really like that.
All right.
The only actors that they replaced from the movie to the show were like the people that are already stars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that was what? That was Tessa Thompson. Mm-hmm. That was your boy from Everybody's Kiss. What's his name? I always forget his name.
James Tyler Williams.
I
need to remember that dude's name. He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I always call him everybody Chris.
It's like 3 names. Like I always feel like I get them wrong or I get them out of order. But yeah.
And it's a third actor that didn't come back. Lionel's replaced. Sam is replaced. Coco, Tiana Parrish, who went on to be in Chirac. Yeah, she was Coco. So that's the main ones that they changed. They took everybody else from the movie. Gabe. But
no one cares.
They did take, because Daniel, I hate his voice. Hattiesburg, whatever the fuck his name is, was the prince.
I'm happy he wasn't. I like him, but I'm happy they didn't bring him.
I like the new dad. The new dad is good. But once again, he was a bigger star. He wasn't gonna do this show. Right. He's always good with Allstate. I hate his voice.
Who dad was he?
He was Troy's dad at first in the movie.
He was.
He was Troy's dad in the movie. And I like that. I like the Troy dad on here.
I love him better.
And I love the white boy Gabe on here more than bitch Gabe in the movie. He was horrible. That actor sucked.
Man, that's crazy though. Allstate dad was his dad.
I mean, that man be in a lot of shit.
I know, but damn. Like, if he was in the show, like, what? But nah, because it's something about him. It's just too godlike of a voice. And it would have worked. It would have worked because if he would have been the dad, we'd accepted it. That would have been our norm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I like the way, especially in the Troy episode, I like the way, because I just watched it again. So I just like him. I like him for Troy Daddy. Has been everything from the Dorothy Dandridge movie all the way to How High.
Oh, he's been in so much shit.
Like, you know what I mean?
He's one of those Keith David ass niggas. I need to remember his name, because if we go up in his IMDb, I know we're going to see...
He's also the dad on Half
dozens and dozens and dozens of credits.
He played Barry Gordy in Fresh Prince.
He did. Mm-hmm. So,
and in the movie. Or the Temptations movie.
Yeah, the Temptations movie, because Billy D was Barry Gordy.
So we're meeting up, Lionel and Brooke. She's already... What you saying, Joe?
Man, I want to tell you, first, let's go back to the beginning of this shot. The way they shot this like tells everything about Brooke when she looks up into the light, and she's like almost like you want light in the flash right there. It's like let you know, like even Lionel's scared when he walks into the scene, but she's like right there getting trash and the copies in the dark. Why is she here? That's
what handling business, bro.
But it's like that thing about Brooke with how they shoot it makes you look like, dog, I fucks with her because she's so weird.
It really is like those old Hollywood ass fucking.
She has a throwback way about it. And they got this
she thing, like she has Chanel.
And they bring up that possibly all the Ivy might have something to do with the dog Sorbet getting kidnapped because they found the magazine. And it's so funny later when Sorbet. Oh, that was early. We missed that when Sorbet is trying to comfort Sam about the bananas, and she said, "Yeah, man. Ever since what happened with
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
But like, I pictured the dog talking to Sam, and I'm like, what?
That happens. But Kelsey is trying to comfort Sam, and she's like, yeah, man, ever since what happened with Sorbet, I had a thing with magazines for a long time. And she was talking about, because the magazine clippings.
Right.
I'm like, she's so dumb. I was like, I did not rock magazines. They gave me trauma. Like, oh my gosh. But, it's a wondering thing. Does all that have something to do with somebody's kidnapping? We find out what happens. Right. But do they? We'll get to it. So
yeah, they're looking through. It looks like old trash and magazines.
And
They're trying to
recycled
figure
bins.
out, find the magazine that has the letters cut out that were on the ransom note. And Lionel opens up the trash, or probably the recycling bin, and he sees Atlantic magazine with Barack Obama on the cover. I love how they did that.
Yeah.
With the letters cut out.
Because Brooke already said that's the top style of magazine they should be looking for.
And the thing is, he finds it clear as day.
Yeah,
like that shit is
it's
so
right
right
on top there.
Right.
I mean, when you watch it again, you get it. What we about to get to later, but I ain't gonna front. I didn't see that coming. I thought my nigga was on one. And Coco comes.
It's like he lucked up.
Yeah, he finally got a win, whatever. And Coco pops up and takes all the attention, and that gives Lionel a chance to get away and get on his own gig with the magazine that he stuffed in his back pocket now, unbeknownst to Brooke.
Right.
Let's see this look. Is it? Yep. So that look has a different meaning because she has this look that they give her that moment for that look when Lionel leaves with Coco. And when you first watch it, you just think she's just annoyed by the Coco Lionel thing.
Right.
When you look at it again,
she's like, he fell for the bait.
Right.
This nigga.
He cut me out.
Right. It means something totally
Partners,
different.
huh?
Partners.
Right.
I trusted you. I believed in you. I was
How
rooting
dare
for you. We all were rooting for you.
You were the chosen one.
So he sees Rashid, the African buddy.
Yeah,
name on the mail.
I fucks with Rashid.
Yeah, Rashid is funny. Boy, that girl just smiled hard at you, Lionel. I ain't see that. Go ahead, extra.
They've been smiling hard at him all episode. I'm like
boy, the girls love him some Lionel.
Yeah, they do.
Look at all the extra clothes he got to put on to hide his muscles.
Yeah, and that's what made me wonder, does he usually play nerdy roles? Because, dude, when he take off his shirt, I'm like, dog, he's not only cut, he got some size on him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, son, like, how do you, like you say, all these clothes, but in other roles, what do you be doing? I got to see him.
Goes back and forth, but that makes him more versatile, because, I mean...
Because he has a face that you would punch if he was a cat in the squad, and he'll fuck you up that you'll really find out.
Right.
But, like, he has, like, a nice guy look about him. So it's just great acting. Great job, my dude.
Great acting. That's what I love about that. Great acting.
And Brooke catches him showing up to Rashid's spot, and because she lets us know that she planted that magazine for him to test the loyalty.
She pulls up on him and says, "What she said? Ding dong, bitch."
Yeah, that was hilarious. I can't lie. When they walked into the room and how like Rashid opened the door all shady and whatnot, and I was like, "It's not a good time." For a moment, I really was like, "Oh my god, these niggas are gay."
For a second.
And they was fucking.
For a second, I thought that too. I can't lie. No.
I was
For a
like,
second.
oh god.
For a second. I did. It was
I was
too
like,
weird.
this is where
because
we
when
are.
you connected back to how petty they was being in a previous episode with each other, it almost made it seem like, okay, well, y'all were being petty with each other because y'all secretly fucking, and then now they done knocked on the door and y'all being all weird because you're secretly fucking.
Yeah, that's what I thought
No,
too.
I never thought about it. I thought there was always two cool ass, light skinned, dark skinned kid and play as friends.
Yeah.
Like one nigga's from Africa for real and hard up in the African shit. And this nigga was hard up in that black poetry shit. And he was super light skinned.
I mean, no, you giving them full backgrounds. I'm talking about just in those moments.
in
We talking about
those moments. The background makes me feel like they would never
these
cross
moments.
that line.
And then when it got later on into it, it was like somewhere halfway into the scene before the dog came out. I was like, okay, they ain't fucking. They're hiding this because I caught on that they're hiding this dog because. Like, they just foreshadowed the dog earlier. So I was like, they might have the dog. But why? And then the dog ran out.
When I saw them, I knew for sure they couldn't be Alt Ivy. Because
I didn't think they were Alt Ivy.
The thing is, they were trying to connect Sorbet to maybe Alt Ivy.
Yeah.
So when they go into his room, I was like, nah, dog, they ain't Alt Ivy.
No, but that killed it right there. As soon as you saw the dog come out of the closet, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is not the same person. Clearly.
What really killed it when Brooke asked, like, why does it smell like piss in here? And I was like, why does it smell like piss? But then my mind got a little racist, and I was like, maybe that's the African shit.
My brain was still on sex. I was like, it's because they
Racist.
had sex. Wait, because they had sex? Is
No, racist because you thought it was some African shit.
It's like, why is that piss in there? I was like, I don't know, some African shit.
And they showed us, and they showed us a picture of how Alt Ivy, all the people didn't clown Al because he light skinned, and they put blonde hair on him and blue eyes.
No, he didn't put blonde hair. He had wore that for a Halloween party as Eminem.
Oh, okay. Oh, he did say that. I was Eminem, yeah, but they threw it out there on him to make
As
fun
he's
of his
like,
black.
yeah, he's really black, right?
Right. So, what was his explanation for having the dog?
He said that he stole it as a prank, but then he said he fell in love with the puppy.
And wanted to keep it.
And he was like, have you ever seen a puppy have puppy dreams? It's amazing.
Dog, he said Kelsey was driving him with that dog. Driving him.
He said he was also eating
that too.
So much time it went by. He wanted to give it back.
He didn't know how because it became like a thing. And he was like, okay.
He didn't want to be a dick.
Right.
And he was like, you stole a service dog.
kind of
and that's what fucked me up.
That's
what fucked me up. I was like, this is a registered therapy dog for this lady.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now it's bullshit to a degree, but it is registered.
Yo, son, that's some real. They can't be bullshit, son. Because that lady is like such. She was like mentally out of whack after that, and this dog keeps her together.
Man, see, you look at you believing the bullshit.
Right.
It's fine that it was sold to you that well, but at the end of the day,
Man,
it was
man.
official.
Don't take that to heart.
It was
use dogs
official.
for trauma, son.
I
They got
understand,
vet dogs
son.
that be helping veterans out for trauma.
That's
PTSD.
all fine and dandy, dog. What was her trauma, son?
We don't know Kelsey's backstory. We
We do. There was some bullshit.
She
It
from
was
the
this-
Caribbean. We know that.
No, in season 1 we found that out. She sails from the fucking coon party. That's why she got the dog. And I'm like, that coon party didn't fucking traumatize you to that damn degree. That's what I'm saying.
It was a convenient cop.
They played it as a joke. Cause I just watched season 1 recently. That's the only reason it's that fresh for me. Because I told y'all last episode I just was watching it, and that's why I left. I was like, they played it for jokes. Like, yeah, it traumatized me so much. That's why I got this dog, and I told the psychiatrist that I needed her because I just some bullshit. It was bullshit, dog. But it is a registered service dog. Even though it's like, you know, when you get your weed card, you say, "Oh, I'm stressed. My back hurt. I need weed."
Right. It's convenient.
I can't shit.
I need weed.
Yeah, and technically you got your card. If you went to court, and you told them that you got weed because you have possession of weed because of a registered ailment, and even if you were bullshitting, they have to respect the fact that the doctor signed off.
Yeah.
So it's some shit just like that. Oh, it's a bullshit that you got this dog, but
oh, you got a
doctor
reason.
signed off, bro.
That party was traumatic.
I'll give you that. So now we got I guess they back to like square one, I guess, Brooke and Lionel.
Yeah,
huh?
they are, because they're trying to now figure out who the hell Ivy could be, since it's not the person that took the dog.
Right.
This is when she also confronts that nigga too. Like, say, son, why you played me?
Yeah, you backstabbed me.
And this is when you really start to feel for Brooke, because like once again she opens up about her past and you know about everything, and she even give them the props a little bit. I like them coming together here. That was a good scene.
Yeah, she admits that she found the magazine earlier and planted it there to test him.
And really to boost his self-esteem about doing the mission.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, I felt like you need to get a win, you know. She says she tells it to him.
Right. You need to get your dick off for a second. Come on, get up.
And it's a wonderful moment. Like I said, this was in many ways like Brooke's episode to a degree, and because she drives most of the action.
Yeah, she does.
So, I did not see Brooke have an episode like this from when I first saw her at that party.
No.
I was
I didn't see Joelle get an episode when I saw her in the background on every scene in the movie.
Right.
She's in the movie, son. She
really?
just wants. Yeah, she says
she's just kind of there.
A couple of lines, like there's a line like when they talking about how come all the black movies did it, you know, and when they go to the movies in the movie. She's one of them people that gets to say a line there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another time when they have more of those group moments, she gets to say a line in the group moment, you dig?
We need to rise up.
Some shit like that. So to see her get a full-blown episode like this is wonderful. And once again, like you said, for Brooke to get her shine, because I think we talked about that article, you told us about the article with Justin Simeon saying that these actors, they competing at this point.
Yeah, they compete with each other. Each time it's their episode, they try to go harder and one up the other. Right. You can kind of tell. You know, I love that too.
Hell yeah, because you could see Brooke, it's Lionel episode, but Brooke like, look, nigga.
Yeah.
They gave me that baton, and I'm about to run this motherfucker.
Yep. I'm going to make a memorable moment out of every moment.
Yes.
And that's pretty much like how she kind of, you know, just bulldozes, chews up scenery all through the whole thing.
Look how subtle it is. Look how she's like with the stress ball just sitting there with his face.
I like how they use it as a transition to the next scene from here. But,
yeah. What's my guy named Kyle? What's his name, man? I like him. What's his name?
I like him too.
I want to call him Wyatt.
His name is not Wyatt. No, it's not Wyatt. I think
it's not Wyatt.
I think it's something close. Kurt. Kurt is his name.
Yeah, that's Kurt.
It's Kurt.
Whitey.
Yeah, dog. But I like, and I will say this after watching more episodes, I like his interpretation. He does, because this is a drastically different Kurt from the movie Kurt.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember the movie Kurt very well.
And
Kurt was like a douche.
He was a total dick.
This guy
it made him more
deadpans
likable.
Yeah, he's way more likable. It's just his whole demeanor. He does his thing. And even Kurt says, "Why would we do that? That's too easy. Like, we're way more clever at prestige, man." And
it's like this open accusation automatically just throws them out of whack. And like I like that where he's like, why don't you just go ahead and check my computer, and she's already there. It's like filtered.
And she try to fuck this man.
And I like that.
She's a strong independent woman in control of her sex drive. Mm-hmm. She's like, Wazam.
Oh yeah, we talked over that other part where she's showing and she's looking through Al's phone, and she's swiping, and he's like, "Do you want to swipe too far?" And he's like, "Yes, I already saw." And here's my number. I programmed my number.
My number in your phone,
Yeah, call me
right?
later.
She already let me know
yeah.
she bought that life.
He's like, I'm down. All right, what's up?
And she comes on the line though, not knowing this man. She felt like he might be fluid or something.
Yeah.
Because even when he says he's gay, that's like.
Honestly, she's like, he said he needed to release stress, and she did release stress, and she figured like this is a release stress alright for both of us. Gay sex, like
yeah. So there's a moment where she starts undressing, and Lionel is up there like stressed, eyes closed, like oh my god. He opens his eyes and is just like titties.
She said, "Why are you disrobing?" And he tells her he's gay, and she's like, "That's so reductive." She's like, "I don't care, gay, straight, let's fuck it all, man."
It's a spectrum. Stop being weird.
Sexuality.
Shouts out to L-Dub. Sexual fluidity is a thing, and it will not be stopped being said by me. Every episode of Your 30 Podcast, he lets us know that sexual fluidity is a thing, and I stand by you, L-Dub. Yes, it is.
That's
it is a
beautiful.
thing.
Yes, it is.
Let motherfuckers know that if you're attracted to a motherfucker, you can do whatever you want if you attract to a motherfucker.
it's a spectrum, dog.
Yep.
Run across that bitch how you feel.
How you feel.
Exactly.
But I like when Troy intervenes and says no means no.
Bruh, Troy, man. I love seeing Troy and Reggie just kicking it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the organic ways that all these friendships and relationships are is
Yeah.
just, especially coming from the movie, I never saw them coming and evolving into these directions.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Reggie and Troy were opposed pretty much until the end of the movie, and
They
then you
were.
saw they, had a certain truce. But then we find out later in another episode that they have way
They
more
used
of a
to be
background than we
friends.
ever knew,
Yeah.
and that's even more interesting. But we're gonna get there on episode 7, y'all.
Right.
So now we have Wesley's trying to help out Lionel and Brooke figure some shit out.
Yeah, he walks in on him, and first he's like, "What the fuck?" Then Lionel's basically like, "No, she tried to come on to me." Blah 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 blah.
Horrible gaydar.
So then
Horrible
they sit
gaydar,
down.
yep.
They sit down over there. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was McDonald's delivery. Did y'all catch that?
No,
I did catch that. I
yeah,
did. I peeped
the
that.
bag said McDelivery. So they sit down over their little fries, and they're
I was
trying
like,
to
that's
still piece
smooth.
together who the
Yeah.
fuck Ivy is. Yeah, that was funny.
I'm eating to those McDonald's fries. Like,
I mean, it's not like they're trying to be that hard up. They just
no,
trying
I'm not get sued. And I was just
Yeah.
thinking like, y'all are so smooth about this.
And Wesley gives them the idea they hack that shit, which is funny.
So they go to Reggie.
Yeah, Ex Machina,
Yep.
Deuce Ex Hackina, Ex Machinegro. But like, yeah, and he doesn't. Reggie like, look, we high, we playing this game. I love all of Troy's back, like peep Troy's like non-verbals, dog. Like I was joked out on him for a lot in this scene. And it's not until what's up, Lamar?
Oh no! I was just gonna say that I was only gonna say that I like how they to convince Reggie because he's no up until this point, but all they had to do was show him the phone.
Sam.
And what they showed to Sam, and he just tossed that bitch and
bananas.
automatically
Right.
walked over to the computer.
Yeah.
He ride for
That's all
Sam.
he needed.
I hope, fuck Gabe, though. I really hope you get
I
Sam.
would
When this
love
series
to
is
see.
over, you know what I'm saying? When you finally go through your 5 to 6
Bruh.
seasons, dog. I understand she got this whole romance with Gabe.
Yo,
fuck Gabe.
fuck Gabe.
Fuck Gabe.
I would love
Am I
to
a
see.
racist?
Fuck him.
Are you a dick?
Are you a dick?
Fuck
That's the
him.
better question. Are you a dick?
I'm not sure. I can't see color.
to talk.
Thank you so much.
So, do you know what voice they're doing over there right now?
It's a Gamby reference. That's right. We never went away. Fuck Gamby.
Yeah, fuck
On
Gamby.
all the review
Gamby
that's
initiated
fuck
this.
Gamby.
From Black Lightning, Gamby initiated.
We will never let it die.
They always shitting on
Every
my
show.
white
Anybody who
nigga
you say
Gamby.
fuck you, they all
Yo,
make
it's
the
dumb.
Yeah, they
Gamby
make them
voice.
all talk and
every
sound like
black
Gamby.
superhero, every black superhero though, there's a white man in his corner all the time. So.
Yeah, no, fuck Gamby.
So, man, I'm gonna ignore all of that and get back to reviewing that.
Yeah,
So-
right somewhere.
So, you boy, let them know that it's gonna be kind of hard. Brooke say, stop all that nerd shit. Give it the clickety clack. Give that nerd
Right.
shit.
Get it
Brooke is
together.
like I said, she's the driving action, and like
I love her.
Reggie
She's
lets
such
him
a
know.
fucking boss.
Yeah. Oh, I love this scene. That's gonna take a while. Now I love this scene with Troy. He has the joint over. So smooth. He had the joint over to Lionel, and then like when Lionel take it, he's so surprised. And then,
He's like, is he gonna smoke it? Is he gonna smoke? Oh, that nigga smoked it.
okay, must be something. Then he looking at him and saying like, oh shit.
That bad, huh, nigga?
Son, I
hit the
swear,
weed, huh?
I swear, dog, my dude Alpha Joe can attest because we've been together for quite a few of these, but we'll hand the blunt to somebody who normally doesn't smoke. And then you just see, are they gonna take the blunt? Because some people don't take it for a while, and then you be like, oh, wait, they took it this time. Oh shit. They gonna hit it?
Let's see how you...
Oh, they hit this shit.
And if you don't cough or do anything, we be like, oh, you been smoking.
You see, but I've been there, Troy. That's why I was like, my nigga, that was hilarious.
Especially when it's your homie that he probably been trying to get Lionel to smoke.
Right.
It seemed like he trying to get Lionel.
You be stressed all the time, nigga.
Right,
Hit this.
Like they live right next door to each other.
Come on.
Like, Lionel, come smoke one time while we play the game, because you know they do be playing the game.
Yeah, man. So like they talking about, and I love once again their brotherly relationship, dog. Season 1 is weird when you see them have a crush, because their brotherly relationship in season 2 is
it's so odd when you go back, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Lionel being gay, but it's just to see him like jacking off to Troy and all this kind of stuff. Like, no, that's your
he used
brother.
to be jacking off to Troy.
Yeah. But the relationship that came out of that and how he was so comfortable.
I love that.
And how he went to them in the other episode when he went Lionel to the party, like, you need me.
They
Get
look,
I'm about to roll with you.
They look out for each other, dog.
This relationship reminds me of my two LBs, dog, Cameron and Nate. Because Cameron would be Troy and Nate would be Lionel, dog. As far as like sexual preferences.
Yeah.
But
I think that was explanatory. You made one the straight one and one the gay
like,
one.
They're so
it was
close,
okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like big brother shit. Like,
yeah.
And he kind of got a Troy Bill like a big brother. Like, he's big, tough, strong, and his brother's small, scrawny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had that kind of. And when I see this too, I was like, damn, that relationship is so dynamic to show that homosexuality and heterosexuality of relationship as being a friendship is all in people's head. That shit can happen, dog. You don't have to put a label on that what a friendship is.
It don't matter where you put your private parts. I stand by that straight up.
If you're a homie, you're a homie.
Nigga, if you're a homie, use my homie, son. Right. And there's this scene where Troy is so freaking sincere when he says, "Oh, you let down Samson." He's like, who the fuck is Samson?
He's actually talking about
Silvio. That whole scene where I can say
they call him the mean gay dude.
Like, you know the one that was like, get a girl, put your shirt on and take it off, girl.
Yeah, that nigga. So we know we bonding there. What comes out of this? I believe Troy gives him the courage to do what exactly? Oh, it's Mr. Sexual Fluidity that came in the building. Yeah. L-Dub, we just quoted you.
Fluidity.
From the Your30 Podcast, L-Dub has made it. We spoke earlier. We're going to get it in.
Come on in.
And then Troy also tried to tell his man, his man's name is Wilson. He's like, no, it's Wesley. No, I thought it was Wilson.
But it's funny because he genuinely cares.
I'm sure.
Okay,
hell yes. So
Troy tells Lionel that he's really not over Silvio.
Yeah.
Oh, he really calls him the first one.
The first one, because he about to call him Stan or some shit. And yeah. Yeah, nigga, son. So after this, we all out of source right now. What's up, L-Dub? How you feeling?
Hey, folks.
Nice beard.
Hi.
Yeah.
You do have a nice beard.
I appreciate that.
It's beautiful.
Is that for a roll?
No, I just felt like
for the people listening, I hardly have ever seen him with a beard. I'm looking at his beard
it's
like,
really
damn.
Cool beard.
Like, it's a beard.
Awesome.
I'm
This
jealous.
isn't the arrogant observer. This is evil arrogant observer.
Oh, the doppelganger. Doppelganger observer.
Super arrogant observer.
The not so arrogant observer.
There's apparently a story behind this.
Oh yeah.
So Reggie, where the part Reggie text him and Reggie like wait.
Reggie is up on the late night grind trying to hack into Old Ivy's Twitter account or whatever it is, and so he texts Lionel and he's like, "Nigga, I got his password." And he's like, "Wait, I meant we got his password, not the password is nigga, because it's not."
The password's not nigga.
Password's not nigga. I'm just saying, nigga, we got the password.
Yeah.
And
that'd be too easy.
We got his password, nigga. But Reggie, but we find out later that Reggie can't get through because Old Ivy believes that is just cute. And once again, who knew that he was so good at computers, Old Ivy? That's what leads me to wonder. Like,
I knew that he was really good from his episode in episode 2 because they talk about like when he first got there, what he was there for, and his full ride scholarship to Winchester. So I was like, dog, you're a beast. But I didn't know he was into code cracking like that. But
I'm saying hacking. Yeah. I can believe you're smart. Everybody's smart here. But
I guess,
were we ever alerted that he was computer savvy?
Nah, really.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. He's
Old
Ivy, yeah. The real Old Ivy.
Yeah.
Were we ever?
No.
I don't think so. So Reggie has to figure something else out, and everybody all like, oh fuck, he beat us again. So now we get into the notorious swole Lionel scene.
This is the big reveal.
Go ahead, run it, girl.
I feel like we already knew. Like Sam and Joe told y'all in a few episodes ago, we would all do Lionel. We knew. We could
yeah.
tell. Lionel could get it.
Sam and not you, Joel, nigga.
Oh.
Joel, I was still here like, what
Surprise!
Wait, the look on his face.
Joel, look at his window.
I did not say that. I would not fuck this man. Like,
somebody can get Sam. I mean, Lionel, but just not me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But you know, he is.
I mean, he even surprised Wesley. Wesley was like, "Damn, get it, girl." Like,
honestly, I think that was for the whole camera and everybody watching.
I was about to say he spoke for everybody. Like,
everybody, nigga. I'm a heterosexual male, and I look like what the fuck?
Yeah,
not expecting that
at all.
It doesn't match.
God damn, get it, girl.
Take it out, girl.
Because then they gonna have Wesley take his shirt off first. That's a fucked up setup.
Baby Chad.
He couldn't even get the shirt off, my nigga. He combed his head.
Wesley did have a little bottom body. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would be rude to say it. But
you thought it,
that's a bottom of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, that was rude though. I shouldn't say it. But thank you, Uncle Joe, for starting it off.
My nigga said, my mom had me go to YMCA and learn karate. That's why I'm so
convenient,
fit.
and he is just perfectly like, it's like superhero.
Fucking trainer was Black Van Damme.
Man body. Right. Oh my god.
Oh shit, damn, fuck. Get that drool off of me, J.Steel. Damn, you're drooling all over me.
We appreciate
Anybody
it.
got a mop?
Oh no!
Clean up.
So then Lionel get this man a poo ass dick suck. And this man,
teeth and all.
We compares it to he gave a Star Wars reference, dog.
He said it was like the sand
pit monster.
I was like,
oh shit, with all the fucking.
First I was like, I didn't get the reference, so first I was like, wait, is that something that can suck real good?
No, it has
a bunch
of teeth.
No, it's the giant anus in the ground from the first one.
Yep,
right.
Yep, with the teeth and the anus. It's weird. It's like watching what's that movie? Teeth.
It is.
It's like the pussy with the teeth. It's like
basically.
Yeah, man.
But in the ground.
You do, but Lionel felt so bad for not being able to give a good dick suck.
This is the most awkward, and it's so.
It was so awkward.
Real.
Yeah.
Because you
can't hear you, L-Dub.
Awkward as fuck.
Right.
I mean, who expect anybody first time giving fellatio to anybody to be like
perfect?
Perfect?
It's probably not going to be good.
Yeah,
I haven't
man.
done it before.
I mean, my first few licks was like licks on ice cream. It was like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a little too descriptive.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
I'm not going to edit that out. That's staying.
Nah, Richard Pryor, go on, tell us more.
We all
went to the motherfucking car. But your first time is always awkward. But Lionel's thing is that I think it was just a little too, it was awkward because it was also Lionel. I feel like, I don't know.
I mean, you could throw that in there, but at the end of the day, dog, he's never done anything with any guy.
Anybody,
before.
really.
Yeah,
Right.
anybody. So I'm glad
the
kissing getting the kissing in. Get your kissing in, dog.
Right.
So I love that Wesley was cool. He was like
Wesley was so sweet about it. I love it, and that was also a really good organic moment because it's like if your first time is with somebody that's not a douche and is really fucking with you, then they gonna be like, "Yo, I like you, but this shit kind of sucks."
Wesley is not so Sylvia.
And I'm just way.
Was it so nerdy that you were joking on it? I mean,
well, one thing I was like, Wesley, apparently you got a little bit of experience in this. You should have sucked him off and let him know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But also,
why didn't Wesley suck the dick?
Right, like Wesley. I'm like Wesley.
You a selfish lover, Wesley,
like,
bro.
You could have showed some tricks.
Maybe he did suck the dick and we just didn't see it.
No, he didn't suck the dick.
Nah, I don't believe he did.
I don't think his body was like he got his dick sucked. He went to go kissing that nigga. I know what that's like.
If I was a circle jerk and that was the end of the night.
Nigga,
all right.
A circle jerk, damn.
They can't do a circle jerk with two people.
Well, it was a two-way street.
I got you. I got you.
But I also think that it's funny that Lionel has two Spanish guys that he's in love with.
That's why I said Wesley is not so Silvio.
Well, he's not so Silvio, but they both Spanish, and it's like, Lionel, do you have a type?
He may.
He might.
No, but the first in the movie was that guy Hispanic? Or was he white?
He was straight up white.
White guy. Okay, so
no. We see him again in the show, don't we?
Yeah, we do see him on the episode when Silvio he has a cameo. He does because when all the news people on that news little party, all of them together, and that guy pops, and he even tells Lionel, "Don't be weird. That was just a little thing."
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
He just has a drastically different hairstyle because in the movie he had I don't remember in the movie he had a shortcut.
Yeah, he did.
But on the TV show he had that mop on his fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
But so now we're at the part where we about to get juicy. And it connects back to when Reggie snuck the hotel. I love it.
Episode, yeah.
Which is personal joy for me.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta punch a hotep.
And we don't ever get to punch hoteps. And every now and then, L-Dub gets caught up on the wall of bats. We speak on the wall of bats a lot on the FlyWithBats podcast. And we're often fighting. We're brothers in arms against the hoteps and the misogynists and the homophobes and stuff. And as long as we try not to say much, but dog, like, don't you want to punch some of them sometimes?
I've learned that there are two ways to do this. Put up a GIF that has Peter Griffin that says done, or you have that one where Annalise grabs her purse and walks the hell out.
That's the best one. That's my go-to for bullshit. Nope. That one right there.
Done. I'm out.
And I always just love how the way they do their linear story, but still using.
Your father is. I'm sorry.
But still using characters' points of views to further the whole story is just fucking genius. And once again, they showed us our connection. We know that all of this is happening at the same time as the Joel episode. Yep. And they connected for us.
Yeah, dog, because when Sam on the Joel episode got that text and she looked around, I was like, who is there?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is there? I went back to the episode, even look around there. I was like, who is there? Who is Gabe there? I never hear Gabe, bitch.
Yeah, because you thought Gabe was all that.
Yeah, it's so funny because little did we know, right at that fucking moment, behind him, this shit was popping. And it was funny because at that moment we were like, oh shit, somebody that's in there.
And on top of all that, dog, when you think about what was said in the text to Sam, it sounded like Silvio. Yeah. Like all those Alt Ivy words now sound like Silvio when you think about how he speaks. Yep. You feel me? Because like, what did he tell Sam? Some shit, dog, about the black on black crime or something.
There was a bunch of shit.
But it was something. But it always ended with this little quippy little thing, like that make you go, oh, that's.
Yeah, it was always a spark of shade there.
Yeah, it's shady Silvio the shade. Yeah, if he was in the olden times, he'd be Silvio the shade.
Well, back in the day, it would be the Reed,
the shade manga.
But the thing when I watched this,
what a surprise!
When Lionel meets Silvio in the AP, I was like, I don't think Silvio lives in the AP.
Through that too.
So why the fuck?
That was on my radar, but that was on my radar too.
Oh my god, I never thought about that.
I thought about that after the fact, but you're right. And that's when Lionel catches him after he gets that text that he sent out to everybody. He sees it in the mirror, and I love that he didn't go, "It was you."
No, he let that shit process, and then we
pull the mask out like Scooby-Doo.
And then we get the montage of him figuring everything out.
They have all these moments. Well, actually, no. First, he tells him like, "Oh my God, how could you do this?"
He said, "Why?"
You know,
that was so simple. They both just caught it. It was just a simple "Why?"
Why, dog?
Yeah. And I kind of was surprised that Silvio, you know, I guess he figured he had been caught, so there was no reason to continue to deflect.
This kind of
well written,
but still
moving a little for me, L-Dub.
It's
moving a little bit, a bit better.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Talk about fluid.
Shut up.
But like I said, he just keeps on going. It's like seeing the rhetoric of Fox News spill out a little gay Mexican kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's literally all the shit that you hear constantly.
Right.
So there's also a connection here.
I think he had a point. I don't agree with this point, but I feel like from his character's point of view, I can believe his justification.
Of his freedom of speech type of shit.
I mean? But what you saying? I ain't gonna cut you off.
I mean, and right there when I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, the motherfucker is Milo.
Milo Jamalama Nikita.
Milo Yiannopoulos, famed asshole, and gay racist.
Gay racist.
Gaysist.
He's a gaysist. So now Silvio's a gaysist too.
Well, the thing with Silvio, you know what? When I looked at him, I was wondering, what kind of Spanish are you? Because like, I feel like if
he said Mexican and Italian.
He's Mexican and Italian.
Mexican and Italian. That's what he says mixed with.
He's riding on that Italian, like you said, harder than that Mexican.
He said it has nothing to do with race for him. It's really the because he said it himself at first. It was just for just the shock value, and then he started feeling like he's one of them cats that feel like censorship. He feels like you're just stopping my First Amendment rights. He felt like I don't think it's just about the race.
He also looks like the upper class. White, even Spanish and white man, pass for a white man.
He can't pass for a white man.
No, he can't.
I feel like he passed for some kind of
he's too dark to pass.
Yeah, he even said on a previous episode
Italian, maybe.
He even said on a previous episode that he gets those issues. I think somewhere in that speech he spoke about like, yeah, I get it like that, but his whole dealing, which still stays in line with what his character has always been, is I feel like you guys are only letting one side of the truth be spoken, and now he feels emboldened and empowered because he feels like
he
he really feels like these people need a voice, even though fuck your voice, to all us minorities, because like niggas, y'all always had the voice.
Right.
Y'all rule the voice. Y'all are the voice. Y'all the reason we got to decondition ourselves to even operate in a true form. True. But you know, what I mean, but his reason for like, if he really thinks that the left side is trying to censor people, you feel me, and it falls in line with his character. It just made everything. It was once again good, well written things, and it made sense when you go back on the hindsight and see what he was always on.
I mean, it do make sense, especially if you watch how Dear White People was ran by Sam. Like, Sam can be sometimes hard up. Like, the shit she's saying is real, but sometimes...
X on the door, by the way.
Yep.
They keep on showing us these X's for the order of X. You've also finished this, haven't you, L-Dub? Yes, I have. Don't spoil us. Do not spoil us. Do not spoil us, you guys over there.
So, yeah.
But where's he going in? Has the X on... Oh, it's his room, but he doesn't realize that they put an X on his door now.
Yeah.
Order of X. We got to pay attention to that. But keep going.
What was I saying before this? We were talking about...
We were talking about Lionel. We were talking about Sam. You saying Sam has such a strong voice.
Yeah, like, so Sam, like, on her podcast, she can sometimes be rude as fuck on against white people. Mm-hmm. And, like, that can have a backlash. Not even though you're saying the truth, sometimes that delivery be harsh. And some people take it like, well, fuck it. Now I'm on the I got to be on the defense because I feel like it's an attack.
Just how that...
It's not even, it's a message, but you're attacking me with this message. And now I feel like I got to defend myself. Now, the defense...
That's what spawned the other one, remember?
Right, Dear White People.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But... The thing is, dog, well, that's later.
See, thank you for catching yourself. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. So Lionel fucked up by finding out this news, and the boy told him like, you can use it. You can like quote me, put me out there, start up your new thing. What was this? What did he say? He's like, I take it from the back from time to time.
I don't want the
school to. He said from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time.
Yeah, not all the time. He said,
I'm cool with this shit. Fun.
And he has a panic attack. I'm not a panic attack, but you know he's deciding I'm about to go hard.
How to handle this shit? Like, oh shit.
And he looks at the camera. The classic. They all look at the camera at the end. And
I actually love that.
Yeah, it's powerful, especially when it catches you off guard. Yeah. Sometimes it catches me off guard when they do, and it just hit me like, ooh.
Coco was one that caught me off guard real smooth with hers.
Coco's Troy's in the next episode.
Yeah.
Back when episode 5, season 1. That one always gets me when Reggie looks at the camera after everything went down.
And the second season episode 2.
Oh, and his episode, you so right.
The boy smiling, that fucking twisted.
Oh yeah.
Acting from you, young man. What can I see? Next?
Yeah, you guys. So this was episode 6, chapter 6, volume 2. Great episode, y'all. Y'all got any final thoughts before we get into this? Episode 7, chapter 7 shit.
I was really happy that we found out who Old Ivy was, and I swear, after I watched this one, I went back, and like I said, you can see all the little clues and all the little pieces that show you how Silvio is Old Ivy.
Right.
This one thing that I thought about at the end of this show, they never ever said there was other members of Old Ivy. He never even took it. Like, he kind of like took the road on his own, but he never, like, when he asked him that, he never answered it.
He never. That's what I'm saying. So he didn't. So that alludes that it could be possible at some point for them to. Because as a writer, you know, even in season 3, they can write that in just because they never truly answered it. You know.
Right.
Yep.
Anybody else? What y'all saying?
This was an episode I particularly liked. Just a shout out to Justin Simeon. This is another one of his episodes that he directed. I shouted out a couple of the transitions in there. I mean, this whole episode for me kind of flowed. And then when I got to the end of when I was rewatching it earlier today, I was like, I really liked just the aesthetic of it. And then I was like, dang, I wonder who directed this one. And sure enough, at the end of it, I saw it was him. So, you know, shout out there. This is one of my favorite episodes. I like following this character a lot too. And then I didn't know until we're sitting down at the table and we have our Howard Kosei, what is it? Howard Kosei moment from Usual Suspects.
Kaiser Soze?
Kaiser Soze moment.
Bruh. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. I didn't butcher it.
That was a Kaiser Soze moment, come to think about it.
I didn't butcher it.
It was like Patrick Swayze.
Anyway. But I dug this episode. I dug that whole little journey in the reveal.
It was a great reveal.
It was really dope.
Fuck Silvio.
That I called.
I was pissed when I originally saw it. Of course, it was 2:00 in the morning.
Wait, pause. Let me ask you something because I've never got to ask you this. Did you have any body that you thought it was previously? Did you have any suspect? Both you and Joe, since y'all not usually here. Did you have any suspects?
Honestly, no. I thought it was I'll be real. I thought it was somebody black.
Thank you, my nigga. I said at least non-white. I said it wasn't gonna be white.
I thought it was gonna be black.
I really didn't think that.
I knew it was
I thought it was gonna be somebody black, and I was not right, but I was half right. It wasn't somebody white.
Yeah, because
white would be too easy.
White was too easy, right? I just knew it wasn't gonna be somebody white, dog. I said it's gonna be black or someone non-black, and I should have stayed on that and paid attention to Silvio, but I just didn't feel like they did a good misdirect.
I was rooting for Silvio in some kind of way.
They did that good with the newspaper, huh?
Yeah, and the fact that he lost the newspaper and he's still trying to work it out with fucking Lionel. And the thing is, you know, even though they seen the episode where he was kind of trailing Lionel off to go find his keys, I'm sorry, dog, but you also a little nigga. Like, you know, I'm an older guy, son, and I do this. I've been around this campus.
Yeah.
All right, and you also wrecked my damn independent.
So you kind of identify with him to a degree, and I think that's a great form of storytelling to misdirect you so you can be endeared to a certain character. So when you get, you know, when you get that mollywop,
I was like, no, Silvio, you a racist.
Right.
How can you be a racist? You're gay and Spanish.
I didn't see it coming. I really didn't see it coming at all because I feel like
very easy.
I feel like he
You're
already
super gay. Like,
right. I feel like he already put all of his flaws on the table, so it was like, okay, it's not you. We already see where you're fucked up, so it ain't you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be somebody we don't suspect. But I really at one point was like, it's Gabe.
You just
it's
want
Gabe.
Just fuck Gabe.
At one point, especially with his little "Am I racist?" expose, I was like, it's Gabe.
I wanted to be Gabe.
So Elder, my bad. So what you think of this episode?
Like I said, I was like, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I had to sit. You ever have them episodes like, I'm gonna go sit down over here for a hot second.
Yeah, you need a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it process. Yeah.
This episode made me fall in love with the old girl. I'm sorry.
Brooke, huh?
Yeah, Brooke.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Is he peripheral? Like we spoke previously about Kelsey on another episode. How we would love to see her get her own episode next season. I would love to see a Brooke episode. I'm here for that.
Real talk, son.
And an Al episode. I want to see what's up with Al and Rashid. One of them, come on, give them something. Give them something.
Costume is so funny, dog. Because Brooke, when I looked at her, and she was cool, but when she took them glasses and unbuttoned that shit a little bit, I was like, damn, costume can really make, like, you sexy.
That means no.
Yeah.
Really sexy, but the costume is so good that you just, I look past that also because your character is so weird as well. You're like, well, I ain't on. And with like making big ass eyes when you talk, that's scary.
It's a clean. There's a clean majority of those type of characters who look awkward or would not. That when you see the actor normally, they look nothing, and they're usually like what you're saying, hot. You hear me? There's Hollywood nerds and there's there's Hollywood awkward and there's real awkward. And Hollywood awkward tends to be, we're going to try to make this gorgeous person as awkward looking as we think we can make them.
Good example of that. You told me to watch The Arrow. Been watching The Arrow.
Oh, you mean old girl, huh? Felicity. Felicity's bad as fuck.
She just walks on camera without the glasses or nothing on, and they just walk up to her like it's nothing. Like, who the fuck is this?
And she got a booty.
Ass.
Well, I didn't see all of that.
She do. Now you're gonna notice it because the white girl should not have the curve that she got.
Boy, what she curved up. I don't even think she a regular blonde.
Walked on camera and I didn't even recognize it. It's like she had to start talking before I realized who it was.
You realize how Superman and Clark Kent could fool people with glasses, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, yes,
she bad.
Exactly
Felicity bad, dog.
Yeah, but fair enough.
Because I sure as hell didn't fool nobody.
Man, see what happened when he's Clark Kent. He has both his eyebrows regular, but when he's Superman, one eyebrows always up.
Oh my God.
Like The Rock.
What?
The way they truly explain it is like how he carries himself. He even hunches over when he's Clark and all kind of other things. That's some comic shit. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So we all dug this episode. We all rock with this episode. We appreciate y'all for listening. Yes, indeed. I can't wait to get to episode 7. The easiest way is to we're going to just sign out on this one. And we're going to jump in the next one. So follow me at Mr. Bats on all your social media platforms. You dig? Follow Fly with Bats. Send us... let me get my words. I'm stopping my words today. Follow the FlyWithBats Podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, on Google Play. Really, anywhere you can look up a podcast, you can find a FlyWithBats Podcast. And send us your joints at flywithbats@gmail.com because we want you to be part of the conversation. If you want to come out holler at the Reviewing That crew, send us your shits at review. I said send your shits. Send your comments. Send anything that you want to tell us or get involved with at Reviewing That with a D at gmail.com for episode 6. What'd you say?
It was like, send your shits. It was like, wow, where's that box on the front porch?
You're gonna get a box with it.
I'm not opening that box. But like, yeah, let them know where we can find y'all at, man.
Hey, you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at @IamJSteel_. You can also follow me on Instagram at FatGirlNola.
You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com where I co-host a show with the gentleman sitting to my right called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check it out.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. Oh. I am Soulboy30. Check me out on Snapchat if you still try and fuck with that. That is L584. And check me out on ArrogantObserversRants.blogspot.com. The cat does not have time for hoteps.
These people don't know nothing about your cat, dog.
I don't know about the cat, but the cat is there.
The cat.
The cat is there.
He explained the cat on a crossover episode like a while ago.
Almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Just a quick explanation. It's a blog. The blog spot I have not touched in a very long while, so much so that the only inhabitant of the website is a cat sitting there playing with his iPad. Wow. The only person that's there.
You know, it's the webmaster.
Yeah, like I said, he just sits there.
He's like the gatekeeper on the Matrix.
Yeah.
I thought it was a metaphorical cat at first. Okay.
I mean, if you want to be a metaphorical cat,
spiritual cat.
You gotta figure out every week what the cat is doing.
He's on that fucking iPad doing something. What's he planning? Passe wine. It's your boy Alpha Joe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the root. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alpha Man Pines, Instagram Alexander the Ape 3, and we out this bitch.
You know, for chapter 6, man. See y'all on chapter 7. We got a lot to see because I see off the dump, dog. This is my favorite episode aside from the other Reggie episode. Like I really dig this episode. So I can't wait to talk about that. So till next round, we out.
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot be your enemy. We used to hang from trees, and now we're who they all want.